All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our very first virtual Parent Academy. My name is Tori Gurnice, and I am the coordinator of family and community engagement with Clay County District Schools. Joining me from my team is my amazing specialist, Paula Summers. We are so excited to have you joining us tonight as we continue working together to support our students and families here in Clay County. Tonight's session is going to focus on navigating Rooms, our district's communication tool that helps parents and guardians stay connected with teachers and their child's learning. We're excited to have two wonderful presenters with us this evening, Linda Shriver, who brings a wealth of experience in instructional technology, and Sabrina Thomas, a supervisor from our information technology team. And together, they're going to be sharing their expertise and helping answer any of your technical questions. Before we get started, just a few quick reminders. This session is being recorded and will be available on our district webpage for you to revisit or share with others. If you have any questions during the presentation, you're going to type them into the Q&A section. We will be turning on that feature now. We will do our best to answer all of them at the end of the session. If we are not able to answer your question tonight, please don't worry. Someone from our team will reach out to you individually afterwards to make sure you get the support you need. Once again, thank you for being here and for partnering with us to support your students' success. At this time, please join me in welcoming Linda and Sabrina as they guide us through tonight's session on navigating Rooms for parents and guardians.
Woohoo! We are so excited to get this out there and that it's being recorded so that we can have it for posterity and others can learn from it. It probably feels a little weird right now because you're in a virtual meet, but my guess is you can hear us, you can see us, but you might not be able to communicate and contribute, but there's a reason for that. We don't want, because this is can have a little bit more sensitive data and information sharing. We don't want that. We don't want any of the parent information stuff on recording. So just kind of sit back and relax. And let me introduce myself. So let me also, I have the bestest partner in the whole wide world, and that is Sabrina Thomas. Sabrina and I have been working together for a long time. The coolest thing in all the world is, and I'm going to tap into some mamas out there. The coolest thing in all the world is I have raised my children in Clay County, worked in Clay County, and I have a husband that works for Clay County schools. I absolutely love Clay County. Sabrina's kind of better than me. She's one up on me because she's been educated in Clay County. Sabrina, I'll just go ahead and let you give your little quick story.
Hi, my name is Sabrina Thomas, and I am a supervisor of technology services, and I have been in Clay County since I was in third grade. My dad was in the Navy, and we moved here in 1989, and I attended Doctor's Inlet Elementary, Ridgeview when it was a junior high, and graduated from Middleburg High School, and then was really excited to be able to come back and be a teacher here in Clay County and also support our students and our families through the Information and Technology Services Department as well.
So it's now the time that we tell everybody that I worked at Ridgeview Junior High when you were a kid at Ridgeview Junior High. We just finish each other's sentences. It's just a good situation. So you've got some help here for you. And I do not want you to, Tori and Paula are amazing. They are just great outlet for any and all questions family related. But when it comes to Apogee, Rooms, ThrillShare, whatever name you've kind of heard out there, the oneclay app, it's probably going to be Sabrina and I that can certainly help you with that. Tonight's session is about Rooms. Now, let me kind of clear up some vocabulary first. There is one oneclay app. There is an app that we have. In a little bit, I'll show you a QR code that you can download it. I did not want to front load the QR code because I didn't want to lose you. But I'm hoping that you'll kind of hang with me through this, and then feel free to, if you're watching this on recording, feel free to stop, pause, and go try it out. But I didn't really want to lose you on the live piece of it. But this is technically what the app looks like. It's comes up with a blue screen like this. There is all kinds of goodies. I'm going to tell you this key, this sweet little golden key is there for a reason. The app is the key to this piece. So the actual program, the company itself is Apogee. The program that we're going to be using is the app, is that oneclay app. So you will, in just a bit, get to a place where you can we can download it and get it from the App Store if you don't have that. This is what it is, so that you understand a little bit more. Rooms, which is a tool, one of the tools that's inside Aptogee, or inside the app, is a two-way communication piece. So you now have the ability to communicate and connect with your teachers, with your admin, say if you're in a parent group. I love to use the example of room moms. Back in the day when I was a room mom, and you might have those 3 or 4 room moms that kind of need to coordinate the carnival. Your teacher, the teacher of that room, would put you in a chat, and you'd have the ability to, now the teacher would remain in there, and it's safe and secure and monitored, all that good stuff. But that's essentially what this is, what Rooms is. It's a two-way communication tool for parents, teachers, and even some of our older students can also use it. Band practice, football practice, things like that. Field trips, when you're on field trips. So it is all integrated in this one app. So that's why I said that key is so important, that app is. Centralized communication, guys. Most of us are mamas here. I'm telling you, keeping track of all the different apps and all the different crazinesses that are out there, it was really hard. We aren't going to do that anymore. We have made it easier for you. We hope that you're not going to be getting the information once our teachers are on board and our coaches are on board and we're slowly getting it set up. You will have one space and one place, and that is the app to go, the oneclay app to go to for any kind of communication, for all sports, all band, all classes, your overall school news, pizza day, that sort of thing. So we're still going to have the email. We're still going to have the website. We're still going to have Facebook. But think of it, and this is the part I love the most, it keeps us secure. So it kind of keeps all those people that really need to hear about a pizza day or what you're doing out on the field that day, that safety and security piece. It keeps all of us that really need to, and the sassy or bad guys out there. So there's some really sweet things that are all a part of this. The app can be seen in 2 different ways. You can either go straight away to the app store, whether it's an Android or an iPhone, and you can download the app. It's called oneclay app, and you can get it that way. However, if you do not use the phone or don't have a phone or do not want to put it on your phone, I get that. You can go to edurooms.com and go straight there and log in the exact same way. So it's browser based, and it also can be on your phone. So kind of a nice option there. Here's where I lose you. So don't let me lose you, because this is the most important part. So logging in has been and can be kind of a little tricky. My guess is maybe you've tuned in tonight or you're watching this on recording because you maybe can't get in yet, and you've heard all these things about it. But the first step I thought I would do is show you a bit about the login piece. But I'm going to preface it by saying, if you have any trouble at all, do not waste time continuing to put in all your information and wait for an invite and all that other stuff. Flat out, I'm telling you now, $1 million, I'll bet you, I probably shouldn't have said $1 million, but whatever. I will bet you that it has to do with the way your information is inside Synergy. So if you have a phone number in Synergy, and we're talking about Parent View, you can go into Parent View and check it out. And if you have a phone number that, like, say, is the same exact phone number as your husband or your wife, you want to have distinctly different phone numbers. So Synergy every single night is rolling over information. Synergy is our student information system. It's connecting you with your students safely. So we don't have, bad people, sassy people connected with you. Know that you've gone into Synergy. You've shown that you are the one that's contact allowed for that kiddo. And whether, situations with marriages and divorces and all kinds of stuff, it's a very safe process. If you're on inside Synergy as contact allowed, you've got a separate phone number from your spouse and a separate email from your spouse, then more than likely that's the culprit. If you don't have any of those, fix those. It takes 24 to 48 hours to roll over. I like to say 48 hours, but it's, give or take, and roll over and do that. So then you will go, you don't have to, after you've waited your time, then you can go here to the phone number, type in, open up the app, type in here, you'll get a screen that looks like this. type in the actual phone number that you're on, the device that you're on, and the device that's in Synergy connected with you. And then it'll push out a authentication code. I don't know if you could see it so little, but it's up here. It'll be a little like a text code, and it says your code is, and then you put that code in and you're in. Got it? Kind of exciting. However, I know it can be frustrating, and I don't want you to kind of get stuck in things. So we all have created a lot of different documents for you. One of the things that I think has been the most helpful for some, and do I have it open? I think I do. Yes, there is this document, and we'll attach it to the documentation for this training. There's this document that will show you how to go into parent view and update it yourself. Now, at the school, your record secretary can also help you to update if you're struggling with any of this. But this is a step-by-step kind of how to update your phone numbers and your emails and that good stuff. So you'll see that. Did I share that tab? Yes, so you saw that. Okay, let me go. So once you're here, I kind of talked you through that piece. You will be able to log in. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a tour. So I do have a Disney reference because this is such a perfect analogy for this. So, at Disney, now I've never been the behind the scenes tour at Disney, but I do know someone who has been on the behind the scenes tour at Disney, Sabrina. And the front side of the beginning, the opening of Disney is so cool, like just to everybody, right? You go in, you go down Main Street, you do all the fun things in Disney, but the private stuff that's kind of like behind the scenes, the really cool stuff, so you can see how it works, is locked down. So that's kind of like this app is. Okay. Does that not work or what? The app itself, pre-login, is, my grandma in Nome, Alaska can log in, can get here. She is not connected with my child, let's say, but she can get in and she can see pre-login. She can see the feed. She can see, oh, this is what's going on. This is different stuff, very generic, what we put out there on Facebook or what we put, very generic for the public. And she, the grandma, can also go in and see if she's interested in the meals. She can see, I don't know if you're seeing this right here, this image. It's she can go to transportation. She can go to some of the events that are going on. She can go to the actual Clay County portal, Clay County website. So there's all kinds of things you can do before you log in. But as a parent of record for that child, you are the only ones that will see or that will be able to log in. And it's essentially, you're going to be clicking down rooms and continue to log in, and you'll get to log in that way. So that's that post login. And I mean that lots of really cool things get opened up to you when you go post login. So we'll make sure that you guys get set up if you haven't already. We will make sure that you get the behind the scenes tour. So let's talk about all those things that you can see. The easiest way to read this graphic, I made it so that if you would like, you can pause. Not now, but if you're watching this on recording, you can pause and kind of see the way I've laid out this graphic. This is the number 1, 2, 3, and 4 is not on the app. So once you're in the app for the very first time, if you open it up, you're going to see this feed, right? You're not logged in. You're just a normal person going and looking at it. You'll see this feed. It's kind of, this is the district feed, but you can change it right up here to your school feed, to that particular school that you want to follow. And then I put the number 1, 2, 3, and 4 because those correspond to these up here. So now if we look at this is kind of hard to see, but the number 1 is your feed. And that's what I've talked about. That's what this picture is showing. This is your browsing that feed, and you can have a feed from any school you want to, or you can keep it set to the district. Personally, I keep mine to the district. My sweet little babies are all grown up now, but they were in the Oakleaf area. So I would have had all the Oakleaf schools checked, for that when they were there. So number 2, we're going to talk about next, and that is rooms. That is post login. That's behind. That's the cool stuff. That's the stuff you get if you're the mama or the daddy or the guardian, that kind of thing. So that is rooms. You'll click on that little button right down there. And 3 is messages, again, behind post login. Again, another really great tool, but again, only for those guardians, those parents, that sort of thing, to send messages. And 4 is for everybody. Back to everybody seeing it post login. If you click here under more, you get all kinds of things, and I'm going to show you that in a little bit. But that's essentially what browse feed is. If you click on that, that's what you get, is that feed. And it scrolls down, very, very Facebook-like. Then we're going to go to number 2, and that is hard to see, but it's the second little icon down there that says rooms. That is, once you click on that, this scrolls. Paula's a good example. Paula has several children in the district, and she sees all her kiddos along there as she scrolls through, whereas Tori sees just the one. It's up to you and how you set, but more than likely all your kiddos will be kind of put in here. And then you'll just be able to scroll. This is a good example, although very hard to see. This is a fake student, and they've got an icon, a little icon emoji thing, and then their name. So that'll be your kiddo's name. And then this is all the different rooms that your teachers have set up. Now, if you go in and you don't see a room, that just means that teacher has not set up a room yet. So give her or him a little bit of time. But we're hoping that everybody, we've asked that everyone have a room of some kind. So they'll all kind of be here. This fake student has AP Calculus, German, government, homeroom class, and even you might see some clubs in here. You might see some sporting events in here. So there's rooms for all those types of things. So they'll all kind of be here, and you can scroll up, see the little red dot. We're going to talk about that in just a bit, but that red dot looks familiar to you if you text on your own phone. But that's how you would scroll between children. It's not so much a drop down, it's just scrolling up and down to get to your next kiddo. And this is what your room looks like to you. So when you click on that rooms and you log in, you're going to get an image that's similar to this. Yeah, kind of similar to Facebook in a way, in that it's got, say, your classroom field trip that you went on, or with some images there. It's got some, again, this is what I love about this program. Nobody can see this except for the people that that have the ability that have parents or guardians in the district. So yes, unfortunately, your grandmama, in Nome, Alaska, is only going to see the outside piece, but in the room, and this is the math room, this teacher is Mr. or Mrs. Manning, again, a fake student, and she or he has put a feed, a message in there, like an announcement in there with some pictures. And this is another announcement with some pictures. So you'll get notified, the little red button will go off, and you'll get notified there for that. So let's kind of move on because I ramble. I know we're close on time, and I don't want to abuse the system here because I know this is important stuff. So now we're going to go to number 3, that third one down there, and that's sending messages. Yes, we have the ability to send and receive two-way communication with parents, with students, and with teachers. Now, parents can only send back and forth to that teacher. Parents can't email other parents or other students. Students can't email or text or send messages to other students at all. So safety, security, all that good stuff is covered. We take that very, very seriously. I'm a mama, and I get it. We're real strong on that. So you will get a text notification that says, hey, you've got a new message, and you can pop in, click on that, or pop into your room on your app and see the actual message. Yes, if you're on your phone, you have the ability to give it a heart, give it a thumbs up, that kind of thing. And then you can also reply back and forth. If you're on a computer, the little thing is a little harder to do. They're working on that. So the little emojis that you can attach. But essentially, you're looking at it. This is that stream. This is sending and receiving messages. Again, I don't know if you can see it. So let me pop back here to this one. It's still kind of hard to see. See number 3, messages. That's what we're at right there. So you can go into rooms, but to get your messages, you'll go there to messages. Okay. And they're sending and receiving messages. So hopefully that kind of explains that piece of it. To and fro, you might find yourself in a meeting or in a group. You more than likely will just be you as the parent and the teacher communicating back and forth. On occasion, there might be, I said room moms, there might be team captains or, you know, groups of parents that work together, that sort of thing. But again, it is being observed by the, you know, and the teacher is inside that, or coach or whatever is inside that room. So, and they can close it down if, you know, if need be. So let us move on to the final thing, and that's the explore more part. The explore more part is, honestly, we're back to that sweet little grandma, wherever your sweet grandma is. She can actually have the app and see all of this good stuff. So this is just a closer view of what's under more. You can go to, you know, events, or she can, or you as a parent can go to, this is where you would go to check the lunch schedule, check the actual transportation, any information they have on that. YouTube, if you want to get that, any of that good stuff, you can be linked from there, and you can go there, or anybody from the outside can see that good stuff. There is even more underneath the more, and this is the part, like if you've tuned me out, this is the part that you really need to listen to, because it's really going to help you. This little, so if you're on more, this little gear right here up at the top right corner, I'm going to click because I think the next one shows you. Yes, this little gear right here up in the top right corner. If you click that gear, the notifications piece opens up. So you go to more, you go to that little gear, and you'll see the settings piece. It is so crucial that you set your notifications in here, to set it so that you will get them, because if you don't, you're still going to get them, but they come every hour into your email. And you want to make sure you're getting those, you're staying fresh for all the information. You know, lightning strike, we have to cancel the field trip or the game or the whatever. You want to be on top of it. So kind of make sure that notifications is set up. Once you click on that, you then see messages and announcements, and that allows you to kind of set, you want it on or off. You also have the ability on your actual phone to set the notifications too. So that's the basics of that. The other piece that's so important here, well, the time zone, but even more than that, is the language piece. So let me see, did I put the language piece in there? So also in here, let me see if I account settings, it's a little, oh, there it is right there in my face. Language preferences. You'll also have the ability, so if you speak another language, you can actually right here set it up so that, you ready for this one? This is so cool. Okay, I'm say an English speaking teacher, and I send you a message, and you are a Spanish speaking parent. You will get the message. I will send it in my language. You will receive it in your language. You will then send me back a message in your language, and I will get it translated in my language. So it's this beautiful, yay. So really cool things that this company has done inside the app, but also on the website, we see that. So there's all kinds of things that we've done. We're real excited about this program. So I know that Sabrina has probably any gaps, anything that you can think of.
Nope, I think you did a great job covering all of those aspects of it. I think the main thing is making sure that you've downloaded the oneclay app and you've got the QR code right there for everyone. You can scan that code or just look for oneclay in your app store. And then once you've downloaded the app, just the first thing to do is to go and click on that rooms or those messages and log in so that you can get the parent and guardian side. As Linda said, please, please, please don't get frustrated if you put in your phone number and it doesn't send you the code or it says there's an error. First thing to do is check that information in Synergy. And if you're not able to do that, please reach out to your school. Your school has team members that'll be happy to help you to make sure that your information is correct in Synergy. And as soon as we get that information updated, then like Linda said, within 24 to 48 hours, you'll be able to log in using your phone number that's in Synergy Parent View to be able to access all that great information, all of those rooms for your students' academics, their athletics, their extracurricular clubs. It's all going to be in there, and you'll also have the messaging piece where you can, just like texting, you can just basically text your students, teachers, and coaches and sponsors to ask them any questions that you might have about anything. And so we're very excited about rolling this out and making it easier for our parents and our guardians and our teachers to keep in touch with each other.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, don't get frustrated. We're here for you. We also have some resources that we put together on the website. You want to remember this one, oneclay.net/app. There's some resources there for you. I'm going to be really blunt with you. That's really good stuff there. But just having watched this or replaying this and kind of figuring it all out, that kind of stuff, and some of the resources we're putting here, I think this is actually going to be a better platform. I'm really excited with this piece here and what we're going to share with you, because I think that'll really help. But that oneclay.net/app is there, and it's just a reiteration of what I've just said. The others are just the QR code posters and the actual direct links to that. So, whoops, sorry. The last thing I have is a Q&A session. So I think she turned it on. We'll kind of see if you've got questions there. But if you're looking for it, because you do want to ask us a question, you're going to click on those three little, they're like building blocks, I guess, in the bottom corner. And you're going to click on that. Now on your phone, it's a little different. On your phone, I believe it is the three. I just saw it this afternoon. You'll click on that and you'll get to Q&A, and that'll give you the ability to ask a question, type in a question, and then we will answer it live here, or we will get back to you. I think now we're also going to turn off the recording piece so that the Q&As can be a little bit less or a little bit more private. Tori, did you want to take over?
Yeah, so I don't think that we have any questions,
Okay.
but if you do have specific questions, again, I just want to reiterate that's like Sabrina had said earlier, please reach out to your schools. That's going to be your first line of defense. And then again, if we can help you at the district office, please feel free to, you can always reach out to us, send us an email or give us a call, and we would be happy to help. Linda, will you skip to the next slide, please?
Yes, sorry.
Perfect. For more information, this website will take you, the oneclay.net/app will take you directly to more information specifically about rooms and navigating rooms. If your question was not answered today, again, we will reach out to you individually. If you attended a live session, you will be getting a follow-up feedback survey. We would love for you to complete that survey. This input helps us to make future Parent Academy sessions even more useful and engaging. So we hope you'll take a few minutes to share your thoughts with us. Thank you again, Linda and Sabrina, for sharing your expertise with us. And thank you to all of those of you who joined us live. Again, this will be available for your viewing later on the district website. And look out for more Parent Academy sessions virtually. Again, thanks for spending your evening with us and partnering with us to support your students. Have a great evening.
Thank you, guys.